Good evening. This is what I've been working on. Kaleidoscope throw. And it looks like it's going to be rumpledy. But I'm going to go ahead and do a few rows and see how it's doing before I quit on it. It has to have 3 to land on and 3 to skip. So what do you do at the very end of this row if you're going to turn back? I don't know. I wasn't planning on turning back. I think after this pink, I'm going to put some yellow. Go around it with some yellow. See, go around it with some yellow with this pink. When I finish this pink, which I'm soon going to finish it, go around it with some yellow. And dang, don't fall over like that. Now, sooner or later, I want to do some extra rows on the ends, 2 ends of, opposite ends of this square to make it more into a rectangle, because I want it to be more of a rectangular throw. Of course, it might depend on how long I keep working on it. I don't know. I can't tell you right now. So now I'm going to turn on this row. This is what I've been doing pretty much all day. Pretty much all day. I had gotten one of these green triangle things done last night, so today I had to do the other 3. And then I had to figure out how I was going to crochet across the edge of it like that. But I hope it's going to lay out flat when it's done. I hope. Oh, God. Now, you ever feel like something big is going to happen pretty soon? I do. I've been feeling like that the last few days. And it's kind of an unsettling feeling. I don't know if it's good or bad. Or maybe it's just my nerves. But because when you start getting old, and you really start feeling like you're getting old and you're getting feeble. Oh, it'll shock you into reality that you ain't a teenager anymore. All of a sudden you're getting old. You went from being a teenager to turning into an old man or an old lady. I'm just talking to people that party all their lives. They never grow up. They just drink and party and drink and mess around and get involved in all kind of drama and you know, I couldn't stand to live that kind of lifestyle. Couldn't stand to live in the same house with somebody who did like that. And just had wild friends come over and wild music, and just next thing you know, more of the friends are coming by, and you got you a bigger and bigger party going on at your house. See, and you never know from one day to the next if just the way people come by or not. It's all random. Now see, that's how some people live. Some old people, they live with a much younger person. And the younger person, they don't want to mess with the old person. They don't see old people as real people. I know, because I was real young once. That's how I was. Even though I did have grannies and grandpa and all that, when I grew up to be a teenager, I was an idiot. Anything that I might have learned in my early childhood went by the wayside because all this teenage insanity was in gear. And I didn't know what to do about it. And I didn't have a mother. I didn't have a mother to help me. And when I did go to visit my mother, she was drinking, running around with men or shacked up with them or whatever and drinking. And she didn't spend any quality time with me. She just ignored me as long as I was okay physically, you know. She thought that was enough. She wasn't interested in me. That's what it was. She just wasn't interested in me. Can you imagine how I felt? And I was aware of it. I knew she didn't care. She didn't care for me. I just didn't have a clue in the world why or what I could do about it. I was just a little kid. All right, I need to stop getting into that subject. I need to stop getting into that subject. My daddy always wore those 501 blue jeans with his black cowboy boots, and he wore a black felt type of a cowboy hat. And he had some regular Western shirts that he bought from the stores. He also had a few real beautiful, fancy Western shirts with the real fancy yokes on them, with the embroidery on them, and the real fancy wide cuffs with the embroidery on them, and embroidery up here, and beautiful Western shirts. Those were popular back in I know they were popular in the 60s. I think they were popular in the 50s and 60s, both. I think it started in the 50s. It was big in the 50s, and my mom was an excellent seamstress. She had a knack for sewing, and she was a perfectionist. And she made Dad some shirts with sewing patterns, beautiful, with the fancy yokes and all. Beautiful. Yeah, she was an excellent seamstress. And she was an okay cook, you know. She was so-so. I wasn't crazy about her cooking. I wasn't crazy. Because, um, uh, ugh. She went a little too much with the hamburger meat. I don't like meat very much. Not unless it's lean brisket. That is my love right there. Lean brisket. Whether it's roasted or barbecued, I prefer it barbecued. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. We have a barbecue place in this town, but we never even considered going there to get anything because they're expensive. Expensive. I mean, they give you kind of small portions, and they're expensive. Always have been. And it's a barbecue joint, man. And they act like it's the Taj Mahal. So we just don't never eat there. And we have 3 times maybe. And it's just... But I did like their barbecue brisket sandwich. Now, I did like that. And I did like it. Yes, I did. Oh. We can't cook brisket because we don't have a big enough stove. All we have is a toaster oven. Don't that figure? And that's all we had. And that's all we had to use when we lived in that camper because the door fell off of the oven and we could not get it to stay on. So we didn't use the oven to make casseroles or anything like that, you know, stews or whatever, I don't know. But, and then before that, when we lived in that old trailer house out there, we lived out there for about 10 years, I think. And we didn't have a regular stove with an oven, no, because that trailer house was so old and rotted. It had a lot of problems with it. So we've always used a hot plate and a toaster oven. Well, it sucks, man. That limits you. Because you can't put anything very big in a toaster oven. So, you know, what you gonna do? I don't know. Well, let me do this. Well, what have y'all been doing? What do you do most of the time? I'm sure most of you have to work. Oh, I hate to think about that. I work like a slave, literally, because that's the kind of jobs that it is, slave jobs. Whew. It's slave job, and motel maid, motel laundry, and restaurant dishwasher. Slave jobs. Slave. Yes, slave. They work you to death. I mean, you know. Now, when I worked at the Chinese restaurant, they was nice. They was nice, and we always would work half a day, go home for an hour or two, a couple hours, I think, and then go back and do another 4 hours in the evening, in the late afternoons and evenings. Yeah, that's how they did it. Because Betty and Steve was getting old, and they were already exhausted. Oh, I saw how tired they was. I saw Steve fall asleep twice in there. And I've seen how Betty's feet are. She showed me. It's a miracle she was able to walk at all. But anyway. Now, I can hook this on here because I need to get it all, the rows exactly the same. Don't want it to look like a rag rug type of thing. I want it to look like I tried to make it look nice. I want it to look like I tried. I tried, Clyde. I tried, Clyde. Now I'm trying to get this to where okay, now this one I hold it still and try to put this through here. And it needs to go on through there. Just do it. Do like I say. Now, you got to go through it one more time. Okay? So now, we're going to pull on the strings like that. We're going to pull on them like this. There. That's a tight knot. Very tight knot. But I am not going to cut the strings off short, but I am going to cut that fuzz off right there. There. That's 2. Now let's do 3. 3. Get over there and let me pull it through. I gotta pull it through right there. Now I've got to reach over here and do these. Okay. There's 1. And 2. And 3. And reach over here. Do this one. That's 1, 2. But y'all can't see what I'm doing, can you? Shoot. 3. See what I'm doing. What if I turn it this way? Dang it. Where's it pulling from? Oh, right over here. Dang. Yarn's getting tangled up there. Okay. 2. And this is skinny. 3. It's awful skinny yarn. I don't like it. God. 2. 3. 4. Come on. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Okay. This is weird. I mean, this is really weird. How do I do the corner on that? Oh, I haven't done this corner yet. Oh. Well, I guess I'll turn this off because I ain't got much to say. So I'll talk to y'all later. And tell me a story. Yeah, tell me a story. Write it in the comments. Bye.